Good evening, guys. Earlier on, I don't know if anybody watching this would have seen my live earlier. Earlier I talked about how I went to an interview and definitely didn't get it. I did terribly at it, really badly, but I mentioned one of the things that I would be doing tonight, 7 PM, would be to talk about my launch, or should I say relaunch, of Quiz Your Biz. Now what Quiz Your Biz is, has been, at least up until now, has been me interviewing other businesses, finding out what they do, what they're about, what kind of motivations are, and to really kind of get under the skin of other small businesses. Hey Reese. So this, up until now, I started this in about May, and the reason I started, hey Jack, the reason I started originally was so I could, I had one person ask me to interview them to get them used to doing Facebook Lives. Hey Claire. And it kind of grew from there, and I think I came up on one of the forums saying I should quiz people to make it easier for them to be able to get on the Facebook Lives and kind of used to doing them. So I know, especially when you're talking about your own business, it's really hard to get onto these things and to just kind of get yourself on camera when you've not done it before. You're talking to yourself and there's a lot of umming and ahhing. I still definitely um and ah a lot, and I kind of make no apologies for that. There will be lots of umming and ahhing during this video and any future ones. So also for anyone else watching, I know that I've got a lot of people from the different business forums on my profile that will be able to see this. A lot of people for like 4N, Basingstoke Business Networking, from Darren's Local Business Network, and a few others as well. So I will be doing separate ones in each of those just to kind of tell people what I'm doing. So this is about the relaunch. So I did kind of say on this video the big reveal, and I feel like I've misled you guys a little bit on that one, because this isn't the big reveal. This will be the first one of several videos this week, all leading up to the pre-launch, which will be Friday night. So the biggest news for Quiz Your Biz, you may have seen on the logos. I'll see if you haven't got it already, you can get to the link. QuizYourBiz.com is now a thing, so it has got its own website, and you can go onto there and see what else I'm doing. So that will link on to the other bits I'm doing. So for example, it will also, from the end of this week, as part of the pre-launch, and this is one of the things we're going to come up with, there will be other channels. So it's not just going to be on Facebook. Before, I was pretty much doing an ad hoc kind of releasing these videos whenever I wanted to, making up the questions as I went along, extremely unprofessional, and I want to apologise profusely to every single one of my guests. None of you had any questions before the thing. We kind of talked for about 5 minutes before the interview, and that was it. So anyone who I already interviewed, and I think there's about 15 interviews already up since May. I'm really sorry. It was a shit interview from my perspective, because I hadn't given you decent questions. I hadn't planned it very well, and I was just kind of bumbling along and making it up as I went along. So apologies to anybody. Sorry, I've just got a message in the background there from a top secret squirrel who will be working on the project with me. So point one of this pre-launch, because the pre-launch is actually going to be Friday, 7:30 Friday, this Friday on the 31st of August, 7:30. There will be the pre-launch, and what will be on the pre-launch we will be revealing everything kind of going on. And I say we, and that was kind of a little bit of a reveal. Damn, I can't speak tonight. Expose of what might be coming on. So what I'm basically going to be doing, I've discovered that while I'm not bad at interviewing, there's definitely some other people out there that would be really good at it too. So I have brought on two other mystery presenters who specialise in different areas to me. So traditionally I've done a bit of business stuff myself. I haven't been self-employed that long. I don't know anything about their areas of expertise, and hey, I don't know anything about their expertise either. So I'm getting in. This is very wobbly, this camera. I don't know why. It's definitely not the room shaking. I will be getting in two other presenters to work with me on the entire project. So there will not only be me with my kind of boring background. I don't think boring, but not necessarily could cover all businesses just as well. There will be other people who specialise in very different areas to me. So the big reveal will come. One of them I will let you guys know about tomorrow. and another one on Wednesday. So that is kind of the big reveals coming up. I think that's what we plan to do between us. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the background, and I totally get that it's been a bit quiet, and I've had to cancel I think 3 or 4 interviews, and had a no-show as well, which kind of sucks when you had planned to speak to somebody. I had 1 no-show and 2 cancellation, and 2 I've had to cancel for moving it on further along. But this has all been very exciting, and I hope that I haven't kind of lost the momentum that it built up to now, because since doing it and starting it, I think it was at the very beginning of May, I did the very first one, with one slightly before that, but it wasn't actually an official Quiz Your Biz. It was just kind of let's talk to somebody for a little bit and see how we get on. Whereas this will now hopefully have some structure. It'll be much better organised. People are going to get the questions before, so they're going to know what they're talking about. They're going to know what sort of things we're going to be looking to discuss. And hope to get some more interesting questions as well. I hope it to be, Ben, I'll do kind of a summary at the end, and I'll redo something similar in DLBN and 4N. So if you missed this one, either watch the replay, type hashtag replay, I think that's what people do, if you're watching the replay. But otherwise, this will be a very similar, badly planned out pre-launch in DLBN and 4N as well. So yeah, what will be going on is there will be, so it'll be much better organised, more presenters. You're going to know who's going to be coming on next, and to be able to see a full schedule. So if there's questions you want to ask people, if there's stuff you want to get involved in, please do. Anyone can go to quizyourbiz.com now, and it will show the channels that have all been set up. So it's going to be on Facebook, it's going to be on LinkedIn, it's going to be on Instagram. There will be a podcast. I'm still working out how to do that, but it will all be podcast as well. So there's going to be like a massive range and reach, hopefully, on this. Anyone going to the Facebook page, so that is, if you just search Quiz Your Biz, it is the only one there, or we go /Quiz Your Biz. Then you can see the list of people that have already signed up without me particularly even trying to fill this up. I haven't gone out, I haven't gone to any network groups, and I've already got over 30 people wanting to be interviewed about their businesses, about what they're doing, so it's quite exciting. We also should have a special guest. Again, I can't reveal who that is yet, but it will be revealed this week at some point, if I can ever finish this sentence and know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, a quick summary. We're also going to have top tips. So, for example, I know I've interviewed a couple of PTs before. We'd like to get top tips from them about what their best practices is, and we know that each, for example, PT have different kind of best practice, so we want to get some tips from them, and with other people we interview, tips from their industry and things that they've learned as they've gone along. So the questions will be getting better, and I want to get questions from the audience as well, so not just once you know who's coming up, you can ask them questions before they actually get on. So to summarise that, it's going to be on lots of different channels, so podcasts, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, anywhere else I can post this stuff. It will be going out, so hopefully you'll get a lot more reach and people will be seeing it. If you're one of the business being interviewed, people are going to see you. I'll have 2 more presenters, so not just my boring voice, me umming and ahhing and not being able to pronounce reveal, or that other word I got stuck on earlier. We'll have some special guests, so we're really going to get some people, which will hopefully be really high profile, getting to talk on these. And the other 2 presenters have got some great ideas as well, which I will reveal them as well, all in good time. So 1 tomorrow and 1 the next day. And there's also going to be the possibility of looking at the future to go live at expos and try and do some live interviews as well as my networking events as well. So there should be all sorts of stuff going on across all things of businesses and people with their own expertise and industries as well. Hopefully get some really interesting stuff going on. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for now. I'm going to be reposting a different live video, a separate one in DLBN, that's Darren's local business network, as well as 4N, as well as a couple other places as well. So by all means, follow across to there if you want to see me screw this up again. Otherwise, watch the replay, and the next announcement will be 1 o'clock tomorrow. That's Tuesday the 28th. 1 o'clock will be the reveal, where I can tell you who the first new presenter / quizzer will be. And they will be looking to interview people very soon as well. So if you're on the list to be interviewed, then it's not going to be 1 per week anymore, because there is just such a demand. There's going to be at least 2 a week, and you're going to have different presenters covering different areas, so hopefully get a lot more expertise in than just me. Okay, so anyone else that would like to be interviewed, you don't need to be self-employed, you don't need to have your own business. If you just like to kind of get used to the Facebook Lives, talk about your area of expertise, your industry, maybe say what you're looking for or what you can offer other people, by all means get in touch. Drop me a message, that's Dan Tilson, or go to quizzybiz.com and you'll have all the email details there, or the page QuizzyBiz, and you can just drop us a message there as well. So the next big reveal will be 1 o'clock tomorrow, but until then, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and the pre-launch is at 7:30 Friday, so hope to see some more of you there. Get across to QuizzyBiz on Facebook and like the page, and I'll catch up with you all soon. Cheers, bye.